Man, and just like that, Manchester United lose to Fulham at home. Manchester United won Fulham too, bro. Like, man, I thought today was gonna be the day that we, at least close the gap with Spurs, man, because it's 1 point. We was gonna be 1 point behind Spurs today if we had closed that gap. But no, man, no. This team decided, you know what? We're just not going to win today, man. We are just not going to win today, bro. You're playing at home, right? Yeah, I know it was a young team because look at this team. Onana, Lindelof. This man Lindelof is not a right back. That's unfortunate. But then why did you let Reguilon go? If you're not gonna, and Luke Shaw is injury prone. We have not seen Malacia for the whole season. Luke Shaw is injury prone. You had a left back at the club. You sold him away, or you sent him out on loan, and now you can't bring him back. But then you had a left back on loan. You went and sent him away. You had Regulon. Lindelof is not a left back. Like, bro, it was a chance for us today to at least close the gap, man. It was a chance to close the gap with Spurs today because if you look at the table here, if you look at the table right here, let me just bring this up. If you look at the table here, like, bro, you see this, bro. We are on. I don't even think this is right, bro. It was a chance to close the gap to Spurs today. We are on 44 points right now, and Spurs are on 47. If we had win today, it was going to be 1 point behind Spurs. But no, bro, these might just decided to lose, and then the pressure would have been on Spurs to go and win tomorrow. But that's not even the case. But yo, let's even talk about this game. Like the first half, we was atrocious. We was terrible. The first half was terrible. That's all that was. First half terrible. We were lucky to get out of that first half with and the score was still 0-0. But this is the thing, right? I, or at least at the end of the first half, it was a little bit, it was a little bit okay, and we was actually playing. We, at the end of the first half, that is like the last couple seconds in the first half, it was actually a little bit better. But now you seen this team second half. We didn't had a shot in the second half till till 26 minutes into the second half. That's when we had a shot. Like that's what I'm saying. Well, now if you look at the lineup, right, I was obviously Rasmus Højlund is injured, and that doesn't really help them. That doesn't really help the matter. But bro, he's insane. Obviously, Rasmus Højlund is injured, and that doesn't really help the matter. But I was thinking Ahmad was going to at least start this game, or it was going to be Anthony. I know today is Anthony's birthday. Man, bro, dude didn't even get enough play on his birthday, anyways, bro. But that's beside the point. I know it is it is it is Anthony's birthday today, and I thought Ahmad was going to start this game, but he started forcing instead of Ahmad. Now we all know how the left back situation is. Luxon's injured, and we do not have another left back at the club currently, so he had to start. He had to start this guy, and Wan Bissaka's injured, so there is no one that you can even put on the left hand side to say, okay, this is a makeshift left back or anything like that. And we have Harry Maguire, even though he scored today, he wasn't good today. He was rash. He was coming out when he wasn't supposed to come out. He was just doing a bunch of rash stuff today. Even though he scored today, he wasn't good today. And we have our captain Bruno Fernandez, who's supposed to be the captain, and he had another terrible performance again. Now this was the same thing in it was the same thing in the Luton game. I was saying this in the Luton game. We was not playing well. The Luton game, we was not playing well, but then we ended up winning that game. We did not play well whatsoever in that Luton game, but then we ended up winning that game. And after the game, a lot of people was excited, saying this and that. Yeah, Man United won, but we weren't playing. We didn't play well in that game, and then we won that game. And again, our captain Bruno Fernandes was terrible. And Varane didn't even have a good game today either. So I'm not even gonna let him slide. He didn't even have a good game today. Onana had some decent saves. They didn't really do too much today. But here's the thing, right? I know there's a lot of injuries, and a lot of people are going to say that there's a lot of injuries. But I think this team right here, bro, look at this team, yo. I think this team is decent enough to at least beat that Fulham team. I think it was decent enough to at least beat that Fulham team. Now, the only person that was really doing something was Garnacho, man. He was trying things. He looked like the bright spot in Manchester United play today. He was the one that was trying things. He was doing a lot of he had some shots on target. He was cutting in because he's playing on the left. Obviously, he's gonna cut him on his right foot, trying to do things like that. But apart from that, ain't really anything else to say. Now, like I said before, I prefer. But the thing, what I was saying, right? Because since Hoyland is injured, and I don't know if you guys can remember doing the preseason of ETA's first season, that first preseason. This brother had Ahmad playing as the false nine. So the whole idea when Hoyland was injured, I thought that's what he was going to do. I thought he was going to have Hoyland as sorry, not Hoyland. I thought he was going to have Ahmad as the false nine today, and then he was going to stick with Garnacho on the right and Marcus Rashford back on the left. Because as we saw the game, Rashford was stinking out the place today. He didn't really do anything today. It was a stinky performance from Rashford today, and some of the substitutes by the manager today was very questionable. It was a very stinky, I'm telling you, stinky performance by Rashford today. There is absolutely no excuse, bro. Like let's look at this. Let's look at this thing because it's actually pissing me off, bro. It is actually pissing me off because I'm like, bro. Like all this came out. Oh, like this is Man United had 21 shots, but all this came in the second half. By the way, all this came in the second half. So I'm not even gonna look too much into that. We had 21 shots, only 9 shots on target, and some of those shots were like even soft, anyways. But they all came in like the second half. It was all in the second half. And I'm looking at this, bro. We are back to a 0 goal. We are back to a 0 goal difference. It was a chance for us to close. Like I said earlier, it was a chance for us to close the gap on Spurs. And let's look at the lineup, yo. So we had Onana in goal. Dallo, obviously Dallo was gonna be the right back, and Linda was a left back. He didn't have a good game today. Casemiro was somehow okay today. Didn't have the best of game. Kobe was trying some things. He was trying some things here and there, but it wasn't. He couldn't really do too much. Bruno was terrible today. Folson. It was my first time really watching like a full, really watching this brother play. Now, he wasn't. I would have preferred if I might have played, but maybe the coach is seeing something else in training that we don't see. But I would have preferred I might have came on and played because when I might came on, you saw like he just have a little bit more about him when I might came on. And Rashford, I'm not even gonna talk about it. He was terrible. The first half, we was on the back foot from minute one. They came out swinging, bro. These brother had Andres Pereira looking like a whole top class talent, bro. Like it was actually insane. It was actually like insane because the first half we was absolutely terrible in the first half. Like I said earlier, it was the last like what you call it, maybe the last couple minutes in the first half that we actually started playing. Now a lot of people may say, "Oh yeah, I didn't want the first half to end in that last minute." Yeah, I didn't want it to end because we actually had some little momentum there. However, and then the first half ended, the second half came back on, and Manchester United just did the same thing in the first half. Fulham came. Fulham was on the front foot. They was playing around, and Man United didn't even have a shot on target to like the 20 26 minutes in the second half, And then when the manager was chasing the game, he brought off Menu, which we thought, why are you bringing him off? And then he brought off Erickson. Now, and then he brought on McTominay. So we had Bruno. We had a midfield of Bruno, Erickson, and McTominay when we was chasing the game. Now, that is a terrible midfield. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now we know McTominay was not going to be like the deep player. So we had Erickson as the one that was trying to play deep. And because we was chasing a goal, and everyone was trying to go on the attack, and we was chasing a goal. Now there was a whole gap in the middle there where Erickson was there, left to do a defensive midfield role slash be a ball for facilitator trying to find his teammate. And we saw it happen. He got caught out like a couple of times when he came in the game. Like his first touch, he lost the ball, and then we was caught out. Like there was no one to even track him back, because Erickson is a very good player, but the guy don't have the legs. And this manager just left Erickson there by himself. He just left Erickson there to fend for himself. Like that was actually insane. Because if McTominay on, he's not going to he's not going to be all the way back there. He's gonna be like a second striker, bro. He's gonna be like a second striker. He's not going to be there. So, and it was coming, right. Like when it was like 9 minutes of extra time, and Man United started putting everything behind. I was thinking, yo, this is gonna be this. We can at least kind of nick something here. But then I was also worried because Erickson was in that midfield by him. He was by himself. There was no one else there with him. He was literally there by himself. So that's what I'm saying. Like we're trying to take the risk, but Erickson was there by himself. And then the moment brothers passed Erickson, past Harry Maguire, it was going to be a goal. There was nothing else that could happen there. Another disappointing performance. I said it like the past, because we've had wins in our past like five games, and yeah, we were winning the games. But then if you're looking at the performances, like you like yo like we actually not playing that well, but we are winning. And part of that was because Haaland is on like a good run of form. Unfortunately, he got injured today. I feel like if Haaland was gonna play today, we was at least gonna win this game today. But part of that was because Haaland was on a good run of form. Like he was on a very good run of form, and he was scoring goals, and we were somehow scraping by winning games, even though we wasn't playing well. But at times it's going to come to you, and it shows that we got very exposed. Now, barring that we have injuries and things like that, but that's beside the point. There was no cohesion in our play. There was no point in this game where you sat down, apart from the last couple of minutes. There was no point in this game where you actually sat down and you was like, yo, like we are actually trying to actually do something here. We are trying, I can see there's a style, there's a whole there's a pattern to our play. There was no point in the entire game where I was like, okay, yo, Manchester United actually have like a pattern that they're doing. There's a style to the play that they were trying to do. It would just pass it to Garnacho and hope he can actually do something, or hope Rashford can actually do something, or hope Bruno Fernandes can do like a worthy pass, or that can make like a chance and he could do something. It was just that. It was just like pass and hope. That's all our play was today. Our play was pass and hope today, guys. And guys, if you're coming in, let's have your say, man. Say anything in the chat. Let's have a discussion about it, because this was our chance. This was Manchester United's chance to at least close the gap on Spurs. Because as you can see the table here, let me go back to that again. Let me go back to that table again, because this is unacceptable. I don't know what is going on. As you can see the table here, it was our chance to close the gap, man. Because now we are 3 points behind Spurs. If we had win the game today, it was gonna be a 1 point behind Spurs. But yeah, like Manchester United, they just can't do it, man. They just can't do it. It was our chance today, man. Now you guys can have your say. I don't know how many people got watching, but you guys can let me know what you guys think. But yo, man, like, what are your thoughts on the game, or anything you want to say? You can say in the chat. We can have a discussion about it. But like I said, it wasn't a good game today. From the start of the game when we was on the back foot, you could tell like it's going to be a very long day for Manchester United today. And it was a very long day for Manchester United today, man. And bro, and we just keep breaking records this season, you know. We just keep breaking records this season. I think this was Fulham. I think there was they were saying this was Fulham like, yo, this was Fulham first win in see this stat, yo. We just keep breaking records, yo. Fulham win at Old Trafford for the first time in 21 years, bro. The first time in 21 years, Fulham won at Manchester United, yo. We just keep breaking records under this manager, yo. The first time in 21 years, brother. We just keep breaking records, yo. Like, it's actually insane. We just keep breaking records, man. And sharing my captain Bruno Aya doing nonsense, bro. We just keep breaking records under this manager. We won for the first time in 20 something years. It's actually insane. It's actually insane, guys. Now you guys can leave your comments down and we can talk about them, but it's actually insane. No, man, this was man, this was terrible, man. This was absolutely terrible. Like the whole game, and the funny thing is, right, when you was watching the game, you could just feel that there was a Fulham goal coming because they was on us the whole time. You could just feel it. Yo, there's a Fulham goal about to happen here. There's a goal that was about to happen for Fulham, and you could see it every single time. Like the goal was coming, and when it came, like was anyone even surprised? I wasn't surprised. Was anyone surprised when Fulham scored that goal? I definitely was not surprised. I don't know if anyone was surprised. I wasn't surprised when Fulham scored that goal. I was not surprised. I definitely wasn't because it was bound to happen. It was definitely going to happen. And then Manchester United scored from a goal from Harry Maguire. And you're thinking, yo, this is our time to push on, and we did exactly that. We pushed on, tried to get like a winning goal, and yeah. But as it's been always this season, as it's always been this season, whenever Manchester United score, we look so fragile. Whenever we score, bro, like it's always been like that this season. When Manchester United score, we look the most fragile team ever. Because how many times this season, right? How many other times this season have Manchester United scored, right? And then we concede. I can count on my fingers. I can count on my fingers how many times it's happened this season, yo. Whenever Manchester United scored, we look like we are gonna concede every time. And guess what happened? We concede every time we score. Apart from the past 5 games, but whenever we score, we just look so fragile. It's like the players just don't know what to do, and we concede every single time. How is it that you score, right, and you chasing the game, and then you? I mean, a lot of people are saying, like, oh, it was Onana could have done something better, but like, bro, I mean, you couldn't have really done anything else. He will be giving him the eye, bro. He gave him the eye. He was gonna swing. He was gonna go to the other side. He will be was like, "All right, buddy, I'm putting it right. Now you're cooked." And he put that joint right in the corner, bro. Onana was cooked after that. Ain't much you doing with that, man. He put that joint right in the corner, bro. But buddy, now you're cooked, bro. It's just insane, man. It's just insane how this keeps happening, bro. Like I said it, like a lot of people was excited. I was when we was winning those past like those last 5 games. But if you're someone that watched the game, right, you like, yo, like even though we are winning these games, I'm not really seeing anything substantial that we can actually build off of. Oh well, Hoyland was scoring and we have Menu playing well, but Bruno was not playing well. Casemiro was not playing well. Rashford was not playing well. I mean, Harry Maguire was playing decent until today in the past game. But and Adalo was playing well. So the players that are playing well was Adalo. He was playing well. I'm talking about the last five game we had. This man Dallo was playing well. Menu was playing well. Garnacho, he was somehow playing well, but he was doing some things that you would just question and be like, yo, like what this guy doing? And Harry Maguire was playing well for like three of them games, but then I don't know what else. I don't know what else I can even say. He played well for three of them games. But yeah, and apart from that, the other guys weren't really playing well. But like always, we was getting away with it. We was getting away with it because we had a young striker, Rasmus Højlund, that was scoring goals, and everyone was excited. We was getting away with it, and everyone was cheesing, did it that. But like I said, if something is not sustainable, it's always gonna come bite your ass. And we all say, oh yeah, what is his manager's style of play? What is his manager's style of play? And this is when it's show, right? We watch Arsenal play. We watch Manchester City play. We watch Liverpool play. We watch other teams in this league play. It doesn't matter if those teams are missing players. Like I know we have a lot of injuries, and people are gonna allude to the fact that we have injuries. That's why we are, we may lose this game or something like that. But and it's a big but. We see other teams that have had injuries in the past. We see Arsenal when they have injuries. We see Man City. We see Liverpool. These teams do not stray away from the way they play just because they have injuries, bro. They don't stray away from the way they play just because they have injuries. Oh, because we have injuries, I'm gonna play this way. It doesn't matter what players those teams have on the pitch. It doesn't matter what happened. There's still a certain way of playing that that is very consistent every single time. Like that you can see what they're trying to do. But if you watch Man United play, we may do like a little tippy tappy thing here for like maybe 5-6 minutes in the game, or a bit like 20 seconds. Everyone's gassed. Oh my god, look at that! But then we don't do it for the whole game. What game have you watched this season that Manchester United actually played a full 90-minute game with total control? We will either do it in the first half. Taking me back to the Wolf game. In the Wolf game, we was actually good in the first half, and then like the second half came, like Mason, I just forgot how to play football. We forgot how to play football in the second half. So this is what I'm saying, right? We can be good for this and that, right? But is not over a whole 90-minute game period. Uh, like a football match is not played just in 5 minutes. A football match is not played in one half. A football match is 90 minutes. You have to be on top of the game in 90 minutes, bro. It's not, oh yeah, I play for a little bit and then I have to stop and then defend the whole game, or just lose control the whole game. That's not what a football match is, bro. You have to do something, man. But every time I mention that, we just, because we want to be a counter-attacking team, we just give total control to the other team. We just tell them, okay, have the ball, you could do whatever you want. There's no control, and then I'll be seeing online if Man United do something like for 20 seconds, and there's a 20-second play, and everyone's saying, "Oh my God, look at that! This is ETH ball, bro. What do you mean ETH ball? So you telling me ETH ball is playing for like 5 seconds, bro? Someone tell me, is every time ball playing for like 5-10 minutes in a game, and you don't see it again? Like I said today, bro, it shouldn't have mattered. It shouldn't have mattered who was on this pitch today, yo. We should have beat this Fulham team. There was no reason why we didn't beat this Fulham team today, and it's just down to poor coaching, bro. And a lot of people can say the players and this and that. Yeah, the players got to take blame as well, but it's just poor coaching, man. I'm not really seeing anything that has moved me. Like, yeah, we have been winning games, but other than that, what's really like happening, bro? Like, I'm seeing this now. If you guys see this after I'm past live, bro, you guys can leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and we can talk about it. But for now, people, those are my thoughts, man. And yo, not even that, we go to Manchester City next. We play Manchester City away next, bro. What do you think is gonna happen, bro? Højlund is out. Sean is out. And Bruno's not playing well. Casemiro's not playing well. So we are going to have to rely on the kids. We playing Manchester City away next. What do you think is going to happen, bro? Let me fix my stuff. What do you think is actually going to happen? We are playing Manchester City next, bro. We are gonna get cooked at the Etihad, bro. It's not even funny, yo. We are going to get sauteed at the Etihad, man. We are going to get sauteed at the. I'm gonna make sure to do like a live stream for that because we are gonna get cooked at the Etihad. Now, guys, those are my thoughts on the game. A very disappointing game, as I thought it was gonna be something different. A very disappointing game. We should have at least done something to win that game, but we didn't. Very disappointing result for us. But yeah, falling as a Man United fan, man, you just gotta take the L and go to the next one. We play Manchester City next. So, and the funny thing is, Manchester City. I think Man United is the only top 16 to lose to Manchester City this year. So that's another one again, people. Hey, man. I'll see you guys on the next one, people. You guys probably gonna see this after I'm off the live. You guys can leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave whatever thoughts you want to say, whatever you want to talk about. Leave in the comment section below. I'm probably gonna be going live for the game for the Liverpool Chelsea game tomorrow, and I'm definitely gonna be live for the Manchester City and Man United game next weekend. And guys, I will see you guys. Like the video, guys. Comment anything so that the algorithm can push the video. Like the video, guys, and subscribe if you're new, man. And I'll see you guys on the next one, people. Peace out. Let me stop the stream.